Hi everybody, my name is Joe and this is...
I'm Karol.
Guys, it's been a ride with you guys. We just want to first start off by giving shout outs to everybody who has supported us and shown us love on our channel on Instagram, and also reached out to us in the inboxes, like in the DMs, just trying to interact with us. We feel that this is a very special bond that we are creating with people all over the world. But I believe that it's our place to tell better stories about our relationships and our experiences, and hopefully you too can share yours with us. And in today's video, we want to start by sharing a little bit about who we are. So we've organized a couple of questions that we're going to read and each of us is going to answer from our experiences. So hopefully this is going to be interesting. If this is your first time on our channel, don't forget to first hit the subscribe button right now before even you like the video. And the reason for that is just to make sure that whenever videos like this come out, you receive a notification so you can be updated, first person to know when we have a new video. So let's get started. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so question number 1 is, have you ever dated outside your race?
Yes, I have. I have dated outside my race before. Yes.
That was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. And how about you?
No, this is my first experience with Joe to date outside my race.
Lucky me. Lucky me.
You think so? Okay. What is your ethnicity?
I am Ugandan, fully Ugandan, without mixing it with a couple of other things. I'm strictly Ugandan.
Okay.
And you?
I'm Hungarian. I was born in Serbia and I lived there for 24 years, but I'm Hungarian. And a couple of years ago, I just moved to Hungary.
When I thought I always tell her she's Serbian, but she's always like, nah, I'm Hungarian. I say, yeah, you born in Serbia? Like, yeah, I'm Hungarian. So there's something about Hungary that if you guys do check out the history of Hungary, Hungary was quite a big country. Okay, that's for another video. I'm going to dive into the history.
Okay, the next question is, how long have you been dating?
How long have we been dating?
It's 2 years. 2 long years.
I like the fact that you added long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have nice memories of these 2 years. It was amazing.
These 2 years, I think, have been filled with a lot of challenges. I think every relationship has its own challenges, and we shall do another segment of our video just to cover up some of the challenges we faced being together when we started. And that's why she used the word 2 long years. It's been long.
So, do you like the same music?
No. That's where I have a problem with her and she has a problem with me. You know, I'm the one who likes like Afro vibes, and I'm listening to like hip hop and R&B and like soul and jazz. I'm like in different places enjoying different types of music, and for her I really have no idea what kind of what's your favorite style of music? Rock or no? I know it's been 2 years that we got to know each other, but I failed to figure that out for the past 2 years. So tell me, I'm also going to learn from you today.
So, I don't have favorite type of music. I like every music, what is just makes me happy, or I just feel something about the rhythm, the melody. So I like all music.
So
but I also like Afrobeat. I don't know why you say I don't like. I like
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Just a few songs. One thing that I know for sure is that she just listens to music, but she'll never master the names of the artists. So
that's true.
when I keep on coming to her, I'm like, hey, there's this cool song. Do you know this person? She's like, who's that? No. Then I'm like, how can you not know this person? Like, you know, and that's for her. She just enjoys the song. And if I play the song, she's like, I know this song. I'm like, yeah, the name of the person is this. So she only enjoys the song, but never masters the name of the
that's
artist.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Do people stare at you when you go on dates?
I want you to answer that.
Me?
You being Hungarian first, so do people stare at you thinking you're a crazy girl to date this handsome African guy?
The honest truth is yes. Yes, we noticed that a couple of times, but I think we don't really care about those people because we don't really know what they exactly think about us.
Mm-hmm.
But we know we love each other.
Yeah.
We just good to be next to each other. How to say that?
I think that if I'm to think of the past 2 years we've been together and how we have the times when we've gone out on dates, there's always that third eye looking at, I don't know if I should say the third eye, but that moment when the eye goes across and you just know somebody is looking at you guys awkwardly. So I've experienced it a couple of times. Of course, I won't say it to her because we just don't want to feel uncomfortable in a place. Because I think some people will look at you for a good cause and others will look at you for bad reasons. They'll be like, oh, this guy is crazy to be dating. Like, how does it work? Or, oh, she's Hungarian, she should be with a Hungarian. Or some would be like, oh, he's African, he should be with an African, not with a Hungarian, or something like that. So it's people's opinions, but we love our dates because we love eating food. Good food. Okay, baby, next question.
I need your help with your phone.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't it be easier to date within your own race? What is your answer?
You go first. I'm gonna let the ladies go first. Let the ladies go first.
Okay, so I can say maybe it would be easier because of the culture differences, but I think it's mostly about the person you date with.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like this experience, what we have, what we live together with Joe. And yeah, maybe it would be easier, but...
You're so cute. That's a very good question, actually. So from my perspective, I would say definitely it would be easier to date somebody from my own race, but I think that people are different, just generally. There are those who just like the comfort of being with a similar race because you easily understand each other, and most times it's more like you don't have this pressure coming from external factors like racism or things like that, and family division or things like that. So you find like some families are happy for you to be with somebody out of your race while others are not. So while some people tend to avoid it, I think that you find love in different places. So let me say now, in my case, I found love in Karol. So I fell in love with Karol, and for that reason, the experience of love from a different perspective, in a different culture, in a different mindset, it brings challenges, but could be very beautiful to experience, And this is why I say that I have no regrets dating her. I just love her for who she is, because honestly, for these 2 years, of course, we've had culture differences. We have a lot of culture differences. But then when you fall in love with a person, you just get to know them for who they are, and you're not any different. You just find that you're not any different. So this is what I would say. So I'm just being very cautious with my words. And this is what I would definitely say, that it's not about just dating in your own race, but falling in love with somebody who loves you back and doesn't look at you for racial reasons. They look at you just like they would look at their brothers or sisters or their, husbands or wives or, yeah, you now know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. That was a hard question.
It was, but I think we have the same thoughts about this topic.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is, how does your family feel about your partner's race?
My family, honestly, doesn't feel anything wrong with this. They're very supportive. It's interesting how most times I'm on phone with my dad or my mom. They always ask about her, and they're just hopeful, because they see love in my eyes. They hear love in my voice. So I think that's what I would say. They have no problem with me dating Karol. And you?
For me, the same. My parents love Joe, they met a couple of times. They really love him, and they just need to see that somebody they care about me, loves me, and this is the most important to them. So I'm happy that they don't feel anything wrong about our relationship, and this is very important to us.
Yeah.
Only thing is the language.
Yeah.
Because my parents don't speak English, and Joe is just started to learn Hungarian, so it's hard when they meet. But I'm always there to translate.
she's been my translator. You know, actually, a good story to put this right. My parents haven't yet met Karol, so it's been virtually most of the time. But for Karol's case, I had the pleasure of meeting her family. But I'll be honest with you guys, I think it's just a manly thing when you're going to go and meet your girlfriend's or wife's parents. You just get nervous. You get a bit concerned. You know, I just didn't know what to expect because, you know, her family is, how would I say? This was going to be new, not just for Karol because she already had that new experience being with me, but I just imagined what her family would think. You know, she has a very big family, like her grandparents, and people started arriving because I was around. I was like, oh, this is going to be a mess. I don't speak the language and I'm from a different race. I don't know what to expect, but I would say honestly that for me just opened my mind to a new place. You know, like sometimes we make ourselves feel uncomfortable unnecessarily, and yet the happiness just lies in enjoying the moment as it is. You know, Karol was there to translate most of the time, and I could see that her family was really welcoming. And many times now we have gone to your place. We've been visiting back and forth. So yeah, that's part of the story.
How did we meet?
She liked one of my photos, and I liked one of her photos, and the thing just kept ping-ponging back and forth. But before we knew it, we had a very fast conversation, and voila!
Online. That's easy.
We met in person, and the rest is history.
Do you remember my first question to you?
Oh, you mean that very day?
Yes, when we connected.
Yeah.
And I wrote to you. Do you remember the first question?
Nah, I've forgotten, sorry. It's a long time ago.
My question was, do you speak Hungarian?
I had a feeling that was the question, but I just didn't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong. You know, like you're like, no, I just don't want to be wrong. But anyway, yeah, that was a hard one because she was using Google Translate, and I was texting her in English. And as we were texting in English, I thought she spoke fluent English then. Until the day we finally met, then I was like...
That's not true, sorry. I told you a couple of times that I don't speak English.
I didn't believe her because she was texting me with correct English. Well, yeah. Yeah, until we met. That was tough.
Okay.
That was, yeah.
Okay.
That's another story.
Yes, but I think we can answer it because the next question is, what was our first date?
And I don't want to talk about what happened, but that was yeah. Guys, never be late for your dates. I was very late by an hour, very late. So that's something else. But she waited. Gladly, she waited. And first thing that we did was to go ice skating. First thing I should let you also know is I am not a good ice skater. So basically, she spent most of the time laughing at me. And you know what happens when somebody keeps falling down, somebody starts falling in love. She started thinking I was so funny. I wasn't funny then. I was just struggling to skate. I couldn't stand, you know. I just couldn't stand on the ice. So that was our first date. We went ice skating. Yeah.
Yes, and if you guys ask me why I waited for him more than an hour on our first date,
I love you for that day.
No answer for this question because even I don't know, but something, it was in my heart that I felt.
Yeah.
I just have to wait. And now it's been 2 years.
Yeah, she waited 1 hour, and 1 hour turned to 2 years. If she had only waited 5 minutes and left, the 2 years would be, I don't know. Yeah. Next question.
Okay. Where was our first kiss?
Where was our first kiss, baby? Where was it?
It was next to the Hungarian parliament.
Yeah, that place. Honestly, if there's a spot you want to kiss, have a good kiss, fast kiss. The parliament is so romantic just because of its look. It looks so medieval. It feels so majestic. It feels like when you have a kiss there, it's like you're having one of those Disney movies in the past, you know? And that's how it felt when we held each other and we leaned closer. And
okay. That's enough. Okay, let's see our last question.
Yeah.
Who said I love you first?
I was the one. It's been amazing. It's been amazing 2 years. I think, is that the last question?
It was the last one.
But we are really happy that we could share this with you guys, and we hope that, we can interact with you guys more. So feel free to leave some questions in the comment section if you'd like us to answer them. We're trying to make sure we release more content periodically, and we want YouTube to become our new home. And I think that when YouTube becomes our new home, we shall interact more, and we can always share much more. Share with us links to your videos so we can also listen to you guys' experiences, so we can interact. But before we sign up, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and like this video so we can reach out to more people. Thanks for your support, guys. It's been our time today. My name is Joe, and this is
Karol,
the lovely Karol. Wishing you guys the best of the week. Have an amazing time. Bye for now.
Bye bye.